Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaidoku. I'm going to show you guys how to train an SDXL LoRA using Kohya from my RunPod template. Below I'm going to link my RunPod template if you don't have it yet. But here we go. So once you launch my template, you're going to see this screen here. You're going to click on Jupyter. It's going to take you to this page right here. Once you're in Jupyter, we want to do a few things to set everything up. First, we want to do your data set. So you're going to click on Data. You're going to create a folder called a Kohya. This is not going to exist, so make sure you create it. So by clicking the plus here, inside the Kohya folder, you're going to create another folder that starts with a 10 underscore. And we can call this dataset. And inside here, we're going to upload our dataset. Now you can drag and drop your dataset if you prefer. That works just fine. Sometimes if it's large images or a large dataset, it can't hang. So I like using a terminal, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it that way. So if you click on terminal, there's a few things we want to install first. We want to install unzip and gdown. I'm going to link these commands below, so you guys can just copy and paste. But you're going to do the first one. And then we're going to do the second one. Next thing you want to do is set up your dataset on your computer. You want to compress your dataset into a .zip file. Then you want to take that .zip file and you want to upload it to your Google Drive. Just like this. Once it's in your Google Drive, you want to right click on it, click on share. And you want to make sure it says anyone with a link can view. Then you want to copy that link. Take that link, paste it into a scratch pad wherever you're saving stuff. And all you really need from this link is this center part right here. You're going to copy that. You're going to go into your Jupyter again. You're going to do gdown. And that alphanumeric character. Now it's going to download your dataset into this folder that we're sitting in right now. Depending how big it is, it could take a while, but this is a small dataset that I'm uploading just for testing. There it is. Once it's there, we're going to unzip it. It'll extract everything into that same location. It'll take a second to show up. There it is. I created the zip on a Mac, so that's why that folder shows up. I'm just going to delete that one, and I'm also going to delete the .zip because we don't need that anymore. You're going to go inside the folder that holds your data set. You're going to select them all. You're going to right click, choose cut, and you're going to paste them directly below that 10 underscore folder. Now we can get rid of this folder. So we go back to the beginning. You want to go into your dataset folder. You want to create a Kohya folder. You want to create a 10 underscore folder, and you want to make sure your dataset lives under there. Next thing you want to do is upload your model. For SDXL training, you want to choose an SDXL model that you're going to use going forward to generate your images and train against that one. I'm using Lustify, which can be found on CivicAI. You can either drag and drop model in here, wait for it to upload. That works just fine. I like to use a terminal for just about everything, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it through the terminal. If it's a model that lives in CivicAI, you do need to have a CivicAI token to download it this way. For you to get that, if you go into your account, so you go to CivicAI user account, scroll to the bottom, create an API key, copy that API key somewhere that you can get to it later. You're then going to go to the site that has your model, right click on the download link, copy that address, and again paste it to somewhere that you can get to it later. And then you're going to modify that URL. You're going to remove everything that lives on this side here. And then you're going to paste or type in $token equals your API token that you just created -- content -- disposition. And that final URL should look like this. You're going to copy this, go into your Jupyter Labs to wget, paste, and let it download the model directly into that folder. Now I already have it, so I'm not going to download it twice, but once it's done downloading, it will show up inside this folder on the left. So if we go back again, first dataset, create a Kohya folder, create a 10 underscore folder, put your images. Go to models, either drag and drop your SDXL model or use wget command to download it. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go into the Kohya folder and we're going to update the config toml. You can change any of these settings you like, completely up to you. These are the settings I use to train SDXL and it works for me. You're going to make sure in this line here you have your model with the correct name of it that you uploaded. And down here you're going to make sure you have Kohya as the folder name. You do not want to put the 10 underscore folder name, just the folder above that, which is Kohya. And you're going to hit save. Next thing you do is you open up the terminal and you're going to do bash train. And you're going to kick off training. One thing to keep an eye on while it's training, just to make sure that it is working as expected. You want to make sure your image count is showing the correct count. So I only have 5 in mine, which is good. And you want to make sure that it is showing the correct checkpoint to load. And then training will kick off. Now I'm going to cancel this because I already trained. Once it's done training, in your root folder under output, you're going to have a Kohya folder, and that's where it's going to drop your trained LoRA. It will drop a few sample LoRa as well. You can delete those or test them out, but the last one that does not have a number to it is your final LoRa. And your training is done. Now if you wanted to test this LoRa out, you can. You can just copy it, go to the apps folder, company folder, models folder, LoRa's, and then paste it here. Go back to your pod, launch Comfy UI, launch an SDXL flow, either upload it, download it, however you want to get in here. Make sure you have your LoRa loaded, make sure you have the model loaded, give it a prompt, and click on run. If all goes well, your output should look like your character. This is my output. Now if I go into Jupyter and give you guys a point of reference, you go to data, Kohya, dataset. This is one of the images in the dataset that I use to train with. That's her face there, and that's the output. As you can see, it's a match. So my training went well. And that's it, folks. Below I'm going to link my RunPod template. I'm going to link the commands for the unzip and the gdown, as well as the wget. Below you're also going to find some Discord links where you can find me if you want to chat with me or have questions, or just want to connect with other creators. They're good resources to have. But that is it, folks. You now have trained an SDXL LoRa using Kohya. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, follow, comment below. Let me know what you guys think.